Hello, this is Jason Duran. I'll try and be upfront as possible with this project because, as you may see with a lot of these, they're probably not finished. At least I'm going to hope they're not finished because that might be might mean I'm less lazy or whatever. But this was a very difficult project. It had a large learning curve, and I was not prepared for it. And I did choose to take it on alone. I'm the only one of the party. So that's been rough as well. I'll just start at the beginning. I started out by working on my login, and that took a long time because I had to learn. I pretty much had to learn everything, how to use everything to make the login. I had to learn how to use the databases for the login. I had to make sure sessions was working. I had to make sure like all the different parts were working together. It was rough, and I actually just scrapped it at one point, and I had to make a new login. So that's cool. On screen, you should see all the different tables that I made. There's three, I'm pretty sure, and what their contents are beneath them. Just for simplicity, it's nice to know. I think one actually I skipped because it's empty technically. Yes, that is the cart, I believe. I can't remember the exact word, but it's on screen. Um, yeah, I didn't get the cart working. Um, I didn't get a lot of that functionality working with payment as well. Um, which is unfortunate, but it just is what it is. It was very difficult to even get this far alone. Um, I spent a long time too. It's just like early on in the project with I spent like 2 or 3 hours on something really simple, and that was trying to figure out how to connect to the database through PHP. For the longest time I thought that you had to for the longest time I didn't want to use localhost because I thought that was the wrong way to do things, but as it turns out, look, I didn't even think about it. Where we're holding the files is in the same location, so you can easily just access the database by using localhost. It 2 or 3 hours, and it took that long for me to realize that. Yeah, I really didn't have that much knowledge of databases. I felt like I needed to have some more to make this project as smooth as it needed to get finished in time. Especially with all my other finals going off. We did have a long time to do this project, but I just, you know how it can go. With that said, I will have on screen all the different things you listed for us to kind of have working, or all the different pages you wanted for us, and I can go down the list to see which ones I do have working currently, and what database tables are working in the background. Um, I don't actually know what you meant by menu. There's possible something I have related to that might be working, but I do not have menu. Login is working. Login is working fine. That makes sure that you actually that actually my login PHP that's in the background actually does connect to the database. And that's kind of just the file I use for everything to connect to the database. Login might not be the best name for it, but oh well. Add to cart does not work. Checkout does not work. Register does work though. Register, you can actually make an account and it makes it inside the database, and you can use it to log in, and it'll actually recognize you when you log in, as you'll see in the example. Menu again does not work. I'm not exactly sure what that means for like new user. Like, is that you like register? By registers on the bottom. So I do have register PHP that works. Um, Profile it doesn't work. View cart doesn't work, but inventory does work. Inventory does indeed work. It just you can't actually. It doesn't have a lot of functionality, unfortunately, as you'll see in just a moment. Right, I should probably go ahead and just play that. Oh, hello, this is Jason. I probably already started the video, but we're gonna go ahead and start the presentation. All right. So yes, here's the main page. You start the login page, of course. We'll go ahead and create an account. There's a video for later, hasn't been actually probably linked, of course. I'll go ahead and create an account. Everything's kind of proper. I probably already said it, but website's not finished, so everything looks really bad, and I it's a harsh project. We'll just create a username of ABCR. That makes sense. Same thing as the password. You can make anything you want. I'll bring it back to the main page. DDR. Yes, then it'll take you to the inventory page. From the inventory page, checkout doesn't actually work. Neither does cart. Cart takes you to a white screen, which doesn't work. Also, if you try to go back to the last page, it'll actually, oh, I went back too far. It'll forward you to this inventory page, like auto logging you. It remembers your session, it remembers you're there. It also, as you can see, shows you the name. That's cool stuff you can do. Um, yes, all this stuff here is taken from the database. If I haven't already shown it on screen, I'll show you the database specifically. These images are in a file on the server, so it just kind of like, hey, this is the first picture. This is car 1. This is car 2. This is car 3. This is car 4. This is car 5, and whatever. It'll read those and then it'll read them from the database and then show them on the thing there. This information is also from the database. Red car, not actually a red car. This one's a red car. Bam, boop, got him. The prices are just kind of random. This is a very sparse site. The car, that car, everything is as it should be. Logout does work though. Takes you back here. We can go to a different account. Yep, it'll say welcome Jason. It is actually reading stuff off the database. I can go ahead and make plugged in the database. Ooh, that's also not. So whatever. Yes, it's unfortunate. I do actually have the cart written out, but like I said, it's like if I click on checkout. Checkout is not complete at all. It doesn't take you anywhere. But cart does take you to a white screen and just there should be something. I haven't been able to get it to work, unfortunately. Yeah, this has been a very difficult project. It's been a very difficult project. A really large learning curve. I did not expect this large of a learning curve. Mike, let's pick. Okay, well that's all. My apologies for the audio being kind of weird at the end there. My microphone's kind of been acting weirdly, and this is a separate microphone itself. A weird situation, you know. The project in general, I learned a lot from doing this. I really, really did. I just kind of wish that I'd realized how much of a learning curve there was gonna be at the beginning, because I didn't realize that I didn't realize how databases worked, and that took a long time to learn, and working that in with PHP code was definitely pretty rough. But yeah, that's my presentation. Thanks for listening. I'm tired, so I think it's bedtime. Um, Hopefully I got everything. If not, well, I'll figure that out later. uh, good night, good luck, and good grading, I suppose. Have a good one.